Bruce Banner! He's cutting him off from the reality. Unlimited revives. We're gonna watch Hulk versus Godzilla. And let me start by saying I don't know about Godzilla. Really, I don't know about Hulk either. Like, I've heard of the popular like World Breaker Hulk, but I'm not familiar with either. So speaking purely out of my, I think Hulk got it. I don't know about Godzilla, bro. The most I know about Godzilla is the old games when I was a little pup. You know what I'm saying? A child. I've heard some feats about Hulk that didn't make any sense. I mean, name a comic book character that does make sense, actually. There's like a rendition of any comic book character, and it's like, yeah, they actually made the universe, and they can survive the annihilation of all of existence. It just be the weirdest. They just be having the most over-the-top feats. But let's see what we get with Hulk, man. I got Hulk, though.
The Hulk versus Godzilla.
Marvel's Green Goliath against the king of the monsters. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
All right, I gotta actually read this. It says the Hulk is a personification of the enemy which lurks under the surface of us all. We have to control that enemy within ourselves, or we can't control the conduct of the world. Brain too smooth to comprehend.
What is the Hulk? Is he man? Is he monster? Or is he both?
He's a mean green smashing machine. The angry
It said this
son
man
of
trying to
the
learn Spanish.
Gamma bomb.
A weapon designed by the greatest gamma scientist of all, Dr. Robert Bruce Banner.
But just before it went off, Bruce
My
had
boy
to be
Bruce
here
Banner.
and save some dumb schmuck who was hanging around the test site. Damn it, Rick.
That day, Bruce Banner died.
And became the
Boom!
Incredible Hulk. A pissed off giant who must be really glad Bruce wears the purple stretch fit.
Standing 8 feet tall and stronger than 10 million men, the Hulk emerged.
I get his comic book stuff, but yes. Why was the Hulk's pants so stretchy? What type of material was he wearing, bro?
When Banner's anger flares.
Don't make him angry. You won't like him when he's angry.
But it's even more complex than that. Banner suffers from dissociative identity disorder, with many different Hulks embodying alternate personalities.
Like Joe Fixit, the original Grey Hulk. He's a cunning gangster and the only Hulk who's got that drip.
The Devil Hulk is a violent, overprotective personality that Banner unintentionally manifested as a result of his father's abuse.
Holy shit! Somebody actually drew this?
But the Hulk everyone knows, the big guy, is known as Savage Hulk. It seems he also developed from parental abuse, hence his childlike personality. Though I'd argue he's more clever than you'd expect.
The angrier he is, the stronger he gets, with no limit.
Except for one, Bruce Banner. See, Banner's relationship with the Hulk is complicated.
Oh, they hate each other.
Mostly. Occasionally, they can come to an understanding. The alter best representing this would be the Professor Hulk, a balanced
Professor
blend of
Hulk!
Banner's brain and the Hulk's brawn.
The buffest nerd you'll ever meet. But what about when Bruce takes a step back? If he isn't trying to restrain the Hulk, what do you get?
The Green Scar.
The World Breaker!
Without Bruce's temperament,
That's
the
World
Hulk's
Breaker.
power and fury surges, mixing Savage's rising strength with the personality and cunning of a warlord. The Green Scar is no mere superhero. He's a king and a conqueror.
Hulk is
Wait,
strong
but
enough to lift
why does he like, I mean, I guess it makes sense. Like, I guess it makes sense that he'd be smart. It is a different personality of his. Okay, I'll allow it.
150 billion tons of rock jump from New Mexico to Florida in a single bound and shake all the dimensions connected by the crossroads at once. He was pinned down by the spear of Proxima Midnight, which
Said,
holds
"I'll
the weight
allow
of a
it,
star,
kid."
and was fine. And when we say
What was that feat?
Proxima Midnight, by the crossroads at once. He was pinned down by the spear of Proxima Midnight, which holds the weight of a star, and was fine. And when we say World Breaker, we mean it. Well, weight of a
How strong is this dude? And also, that's not a spear, that's a glaive. But hey, whatever. Like, how strong is dog? I'm looking too deep into this, but your body has to be ridiculously dense. You'd probably be as heavy as a star if you're picking up a star. You know what I'm saying?
and was fine. And when we say World Breaker, we mean it. While sparring with Red She-Hulk, the two of them shattered a whole
Red
planet.
She-Hulk?
At one point, he was bound in chains forged from the essence of the first firmament, the manifestation of the first universe, which could bind eternity itself. Not even Galactus was capable of saving eternity alone, and the Hulk just broke it. By himself.
Maybe Thor should rethink calling himself the strongest Avenger, especially since the Avengers first assembled because none of them could take down Hulk on their own.
Speaking of Thor, the Hulk consistently battles on par with him, even when he held the Odin Force, with which he could command his hammer through infinite distances and match the power of Null, who killed countless Celestials. Even without it, Mjolnir can cross the universe in seconds.
Hulk tore a universe apart with just a clap. Good luck with that, Hammer Man. But
That's some Superman shit. Honestly, we need a Hulk versus Superman, bro. He said, do not tell Hulk to give a round of applause. Bro, do not let him give a round of applause, bro. He said they have one on YouTube. Please watch. Okay.
More going on than just brute strength.
As the Hulk's power stems from gamma, he can utilize and absorb it and other radiation in various ways.
Yeah, like regenerating from fatal wounds. Even getting ripped apart by Wolverine barely slows him down.
And the angrier he gets, the more regenerating cells his body produces.
It gets weirder. Did you know that if he absorbs enough gamma, he can shoot lasers from his eyes and read people's minds? Oh, also, he can see ghosts and give him a good old-fashioned Hulk smash.
Hulk can break through the boundaries of comic book borders themselves into the empty white between
What did I tell you, bro?
panels, a gutter space beyond time and concept.
What did I tell you, bro? What did I tell you, bro? He's like, oh, he's outerversal. Motherfucker got Toon Force now. You're outside of your manga panel. I'm not gonna lie. We need to stop giving that, like, making that a strength feat, bro. All right, I'm over it. No more. The next time a motherfucking character reaches outside the page and does something, I don't fucking care no more. I'm gonna ignore it. It didn't happen. He said, I'm with that.
Talk to the reader? Oh, wait, that makes
He said, we draw the line at Luffy. Bro, we got like Luffy, I think Saitama, I can't remember. Definitely Goku at one point in the Dragon Ball chapters. Even low-key fucking Joseph Joestar. He didn't reach out the panel, but you know, he had clairvoyance. He said Saitama's a gag character? He's not, he's a parody, it's a difference. A gag character is like Arale, you know what I'm saying? Like there's no story happening. Well, there's story happening, but she can do whatever she wants whenever. There's consistency with Saitama, which makes him a parody character rather than a gag. He's still funny, but it's just like, there is a lore reason on why Saitama is the way he is. He's literally a parody on shonen MCs. He's a parody on what shonen MCs are. They just come in and they're OD. He said, I don't take him serious like a real character. Yeah, I mean, like, he's not meant to be taken serious. He's definitely a parody on what MCs are. He said a version of Superman felt the reader breathing on the page. See, I'm not finna take that. See, like stop, bro. Like, why is no, I'm not listening to that, bro. Like you ain't no way his senses are that keen, bro. I'm ignoring it. The next time I see something like, oh, he can hear the page, like he can hear what you, I'm ignoring it.
It's all gamma.
Exactly. In real life, gamma rays are electromagnetic radiation similar to X-rays.
But in Marvel Comics, gamma
He said,
comes
Gomu
from
erases a manga page.
616, gamma radiation is an electromagnetic frequency that can manifest as either a wave, a particle, or something else. Something that nobody really understands.
Except for Bruce.
He said, breaking the fourth wall. I'm waiting for an
Banner is
MC
a
to take the
certified
author's
genius
pen.
with 7 PhDs. According to Norman Osborn, he's the 4th smartest person on the planet.
And that's comparing him to big brains like Reed, Doom, and Tony.
Banner built the Her Collider synchrotron.
Hold on, what? He's the 4th smartest? Wait, whoa, what?
To big brains like
Norman Osborn.
Why is it in Spanish? That's what you were talking about. All right. Bro, subtitles in Spanish, bro. I did not know what bro was talking about earlier. It said this man trying to learn Spanish.
comparing him to big brains like Reed, Doom, and Tony.
Banner built the Her Collider synchrotron, a machine that can scan the entire multiverse with the speed of a hypermind. He created the Gamma Core, which could rupture space-time between universes. He built an interstellar radio on a deserted planet without any pre-established technology.
With a practice scraps!
He wired up Hulk like a starship, piloting him from the mindscape within. He even built an ultimate nullifier. In fact, the original intent of his Gamma Bomb was to be non-lethal, only targeting inorganic material.
But Thunderbolt Ross wanted something with a bit more boom.
That's
Hey,
cold.
Can't blame him.
Fearing its ramifications, Banner developed the Gamma Bomb on his own, keeping its design secret. In the process, he tapped into an unknown form of gamma energy that breaks down reality and mutates it beyond actuality. On that fateful day, he opened the Green Door.
Okay, if it alters actuality, that nigga can like pick up a fucking star. I understand. I'll allow it.
You know how we said the bomb killed Bruce? That wasn't some flowery metaphor or whatever. He died and came back as Hulk.
Came back from the below place, the hell beneath hell, the lowest possible dimension of
Why?
reality.
It's
What did he
trippy,
do?
but whenever Hulk dies, he goes there. Then a green door opens and he goes back to where he was before. Easy as that. It doesn't matter if he's
What did he
been
do to
atomized
deserve
and
that?
sliced up into jars or
What he be doing to deserve that? All he did was make a non-lethal, try to make a non-lethal bomb.
digested by werewolves. If he goes through the door, he's back, ready to rumble. The green door did get locked into a red door, but he's easily broken through it multiple times. Not a problem.
It turns out that third form of gamma, this anomaly from the bedrock of hell, spawns from none other than the one below all, the dark side of the one above all.
Wow! That's why Doctor Strange had that team up in Marvel Rivals. That's crazy. That's stupid, but I get it now. Okay.
That's right, God has a Hulk, and it wants Bruce to bring about the end of all things. But Hulk just said, nah.
So, what is the Hulk? An uncontrollable monster? A prison for a tortured soul? A super weapon for Armageddon?
Don't overthink it, Wiz. Hulk is Hulk. Hulk's the strongest one there is.
Godzilla is the son of the atomic bomb. Oh my gosh. They're both born of bombs. He is a nightmare created out of the darkness of the human soul. He is the sacred beast of the apocalypse.
The year was 1946. The press gathered at Bikini Atoll to witness the power of the nuclear bomb. But many leagues beneath their feet, something ancient stirred.
Godzilla, the king of the monsters. He was pretty pissed off over the worst wake up ever, so he swam to Japan for one hell of a crash out.
Japan was still recovering from the war, so seeing this mutilated radioactive monster towering high like a mushroom cloud wasn't just frightening, it seemed prophetic. The bomb was just the beginning. Man had sparked the end of times.
Complete with googly eyes and the most epic roar
Yeah.
ever.
Over the years, there have been many iterations of the beast.
Between movies, TV, comics, and cartoons, there's at least 27 different Godzillas stomping around, not including Manila, the Scrappy Doo of kaiju. Sorry, that's insulting to Scrappy Doo.
Despite the variety, Godzilla is somewhat consistent, so we'll examine his entire history, focusing on the larger releases. In most iterations, Godzilla is a rare theropod that went dormant for millions of years before nuclear bombs mutated it into a gargantuan radioactive monster.
Standing 165 feet tall, at minimum, Koji smashes through skyscrapers with ease. He's so casual about bullets and rockets, they might as well be gnats. And the bombs did so much more than just pump up his size. He's got atomic breath.
A concentrated beam or
No.
spray of radioactive heat. With an estimated range of 1,100 miles, it can exceed 500,000 degrees Celsius.
1,100
almost
miles.
90 times hotter than the surface of the sun.
But depending on how much radiation he's absorbed, or life energy from a giant pterodactyl,
What up, Tasha?
he can do way more with it.
His red spiral.
Yo, why don't they just hit him with another nuke? That's what I would do. Imagine doing that and it makes him stronger.
is a supercharged version that doubles in heat and power, and spins.
Or he can blast it out of his back and fly. Well, he could always do that, I guess. Look at him go.
With enough energy built up, Godzilla can blast a nuclear pulse out of his whole body, creating a massive wave of atomic destruction.
His breathing laser can even break through dimensions, like when he found himself face to face with a giant
Oh,
mech
brother.
piloted by Hatsune Miku.
Hatsune Miku.
There's also a number of era exclusive powers. Shin Godzilla can fire rays from his tail.
And Hanna-Barbera.
Wait a
Godzilla
minute,
can
wait a
fire-
minute, wait a minute. Of course. He got a fucking interdimensional fucking beam, bro. And why did he fight Hatsune Miku? Honestly, I ain't gonna lie, bro. We're gonna have to get you out of here, bro. We must protect Hatsune Miku at all costs.
Wave of atomic destruction.
His breathing laser can even break through dimensions.
It breaks through dimensions.
Like when he found
Stupid.
himself face to face with a
Stupid.
giant mech piloted by Hatsune Miku.
There's also a number of era-exclusive powers. Shin Godzilla can fire rays from his tail.
And Hanna-Barbera Godzilla can fire rays from his eyes. Pew, pew.
Effectively a living nuclear reactor, Shin possesses a natural phased array radar that can detect and attack threats automatically. And Godzilla Earth, who grew over 1,000 feet tall across 2,000 years, could make a barrier only penetrable by kaiju that can bypass physics.
And don't forget, Big G can ball with the best of them. After Charles Barkley got him his
Why
own
did-
pair of Nikes, Godzilla got busy.
You know, it's kind of hard to emphasize just how impressively terrifying Godzilla can be when you're bringing up this sort of thing.
Oh yeah? Why don't you find a better spokesperson for Dr. Pepper? Fine, let's talk about
He
when his
drinks Dr.
presence boiled the entire Arctic Ocean, or how he picked up and threw Biolante, which weighed 200.
Bro, Godzilla's a hooper. Nobody's guarding him, and he could dunk on anybody. Whoever made those fucking shoes, give them a raise.
1,000 tons, or when he no-sold not one, not two, but 3 meteors.
Including the Permian period extinction event that happened about 200 million years ago.
Then he went to hell.
He said, but is he better than LeBron? He's seriously in the conversation, though, for sure. He's seriously in the conversation. Like, he might be up there, bro. Think about it.
Fought some fucked up versions of God and Satan and atomic.
I missed the feed. I'm gonna go back. Who did he pick up?
His presence boiled the entire Arctic Ocean, or how he picked up and threw Biolante, which weighed 200,000 tons, or when he no-sold not.
We're talking about strength feats. We're talking about strength feats. How heavy is your average star? It's not a fraction. You know what I mean? Like, it's not even a fraction.
One, not two, but 3 meteors.
Including the Permian period extinction event that happened about 200 million years ago.
Then he went to hell,
lived
fought
it.
some fucked up versions of God and Satan, and atomic breath that Space Godzilla so hard that he blew up the whole planet. That's scary enough for you? God, I want a Dr. Pepper.
With such awesome
I do want a
might,
Dr. Pepper.
He's battled the most dangerous of foes, like King Ghidorah and Gigan. In Godzilla vs. Megalon, Gigan flew from the M Hunter Nebula to Earth in 24 seconds. And that nebula is 30,000 light years away.
But sadly, OG Goji got done in by the cruelest weapon ever.
The Oxygen Destroyer. Developed in secret by Dr. Serizawa, this weapon could suffocate and liquefy molecules. The ramifications of such a weapon were so detrimental, Serizawa took the secrets of its design to his early grave.
He got lucky. It doesn't matter what you throw at Godzilla. He never really dies. You can blow off his head, explode him from the inside, or crush him in a black hole. Then he'll come back.
Or evolve into an even more powerful form. Godzilla's always possessed heightened.
All right, they just said this nigga survived the black hole. He was crushed in the black hole and came back. That might be a teensy bit heavier than a star. A black hole. It might be a little bit heavier than a star. Why the fuck is he surviving that? Okay.
Adaptation, but many iterations clearly showcase instantaneous evolution.
And super forms. He's gone full
Instantaneous
Shogun and powered
evolution?
up a few times.
Motherfucker's getting Zenkai boosts. Okay.
So much so, he almost kicked off a nuclear winter just by existing.
Even the Oxygen Destroyer could not permanently end the first Godzilla. His ghost possessed a robot, his bones summoned another Godzilla,
What?
and he rose as an undead revenant hell-bent on destroying Japan.
Okay, why Japan? Couldn't he pick on some other country?
He stomped around the Americas a few
ghost?
times, but it just isn't the same. Godzilla is intrinsically linked with Japan, a symbol of both their devastation
doesn't even
and
finish the
resilience.
evolution
a
either?
reminder of the threat of nuclear war and what awaits those who peer too deeply into the unknown. But also, Japan's in Godzilla's perceived territory. To him, a stomping through Osaka is just another patrol.
He's not always so bad, though. He can be super protective, defending other monsters, his own kid, and sometimes even people. I'd say
Why does
there's
he have a
2
kid?
types of Godzillas. The monster of nature's wrath and the guardian of planet Earth.
Well, there is a third type, but to understand that, we should first answer a question. How does Godzilla walk?
On 2 legs, Wiz, obviously.
But according to Square Cube law, those legs should be crushed under his own weight.
Oh god, here we go again.
A creature like Godzilla cannot realistically exist. This proved to be an elusive question for decades, even highlighted in Shin Godzilla, until a new theory was presented in the anime Singular Point. If Godzilla can't exist in our reality, what if he's from a different one?
What? Like he's an alien from another dimension?
course,
Exactly. What if all kaiju come from a higher plane of existence with no regard for the known laws of physics? This
Of course, bro.
dimension enters our reality in the form of archetype, a transtemporal conceptual particle.
It's that red dust that's floating all over the place.
This archetype can enter any timeline to terraform the Earth and all of reality so that kaiju can exist. This theoretically explains why various Godzillas appear in so many universes. They all trace back to one singular point: Godzilla Ultima.
Sporting the wide grin of a demonic Oni, Ultima is vicious. Just walking through Tokyo started 1,000 earthquakes around Japan. Even his own blood is a
Ultima.
weapon.
Over 300 feet tall and growing ever more as archetype distorts the universe, Ultima's existence implies a far more complex origin for all Godzillas. Godzilla is a test for humanity, a challenge laid out by an eldritch entity from a dimension we are incapable of perceiving or comprehending.
It's kind of like how when we move an object and its shadow changes, we get why that happened. But to someone who exists in only a 2D plane, the shadow looks like it just randomly transformed into something totally different. Crazy to think about. Come a really long way from Big Lizard Smash Building, huh?
Godzilla is a three-dimensional shadow. The laws of physics in the upper dimensions is just different. He said, "Chat, we're fucked." I'm like, so what? Like the Hulk is just, he's not in a higher dimension, is he?
This shadow, this wannabe god, desires to play with and destroy every single universe.
Well, here's my thing though. Like, what the fuck do you do against Godzilla then? You just wait for it to stop? He said, "I don't know, die." Like, we just wait for him to stop. We gotta change planets. That's their planet. This isn't our planet, bro. This is their planet.
Godzilla is its avatar.
Through Ultima, this entity sees the universe as an interactable fiction and can control causality. Ultima
He said
himself
Mars it
is a
is.
singular point, one of many gateways through
Mars
which
is
the
too
entity
close.
can
You're actually spinning. Mars is too close, bro.
tamper with reality.
Think of it this way. If something happens that the entity doesn't like, it can just say, "That thing didn't actually happen," and presto, it no longer happened.
That's not to say such an event can't happen in the moment of occurrence, but the entity disconnects cause and effect and nullifies events in retrospect without regard for time.
And now my head hurts. TLDR.
I'll continue to watch, but if this motherfucker, okay, like I'm looking at the facts, right? He survives black holes. He can disconnect causality, grow indefinitely, part of a different dimension. This is just a fucking shadow. If he dies, he can possess inanimate objects. You know, like it's looking weird. I'd be surprised. I know I said I don't know anything about either, and I put my money on Hulk. I'd be surprised if they got Hulk coming out on top here. I'm gonna be surprised.
Bring about a catastrophe that
You said a
would
shonen
end
MC?
in like a week's
Hulk
time.
is a shonen
So,
MC?
Kawaii robot and a time-traveling Alexa used a supercomputer and this familiar-looking doohickey
The orthogonal diagonalizer.
to zap all of archetype
Orthogonal?
into its final form, cutting up
A
the enemy's
diaganizer?
connection to the universe.
But not
Sorry, I wasn't oh shit. How the fuck did that happen? Sorry, I wasn't
without
listening.
regard for time.
I wasn't
And
listening.
now my head hurts. TLDR, Ultima tried to bring about a catastrophe that would end the universe in like a week's time. So, a wacky robot and a time-traveling Alexa used a supercomputer and this familiar-looking doohickey
The orthogonal diagonalizer.
to zap all
Orthogonal
of archetype
diagonalizer.
into its final form, cutting up the entity's connection to the universe.
But
I don't even
not
think-
killing it. Because while each Godzilla has its differences, one thing remains certain.
Godzilla is immortal, and that makes him the king.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Godzilla has reached the city. So far, the evacuation is... Wait, look!
You got this, Hulk. I don't know. Hulk, you don't even feel that, bro. You don't even feel that. Okay, throwing a car ain't gonna do shit. Yes, yes. You're gonna have to get in there with your hands.
All right, Hulk. Time for me to take over. We don't want any trouble. No, Hulk.
We don't want any trouble, he says. Turn that thing into mist. Regenerative abilities, my nigga. Gamma charge. Oh. I just realized. Low key. He's powering him up. Gamma charge world breaker Hulk. Yes, the Hulk absorbs radiation. That's stupid. What the? That was cool as fuck. So I said, I don't fall. Boom. It's over. They just end it right there. Imagine.
Stupid lizard.
The red mist. All right, they both got to revive. They both got to revive. How many revives they gonna let him have in this round? How many revives they could get in one match?
I think I understand.
He said all of them. Oh no, this is the special one. What was this one called again?
It's been days since the battle began, and the red
Yeah,
dust is
Ultima.
spreading.
Oh no,
Godzilla
it's
has
Ultima.
grown in size, but we believe we are.
Y'all gotta not be there, bro. I don't know about you, but
Smash. A million,
Huh?
trillion to one and rising. That's the odds.
he built him a
Chance to nullify the madness behind the monster. 2 + 2 is 5. A right angle is 80 degrees. This element is beyond what we can perceive.
Hey!
Like gamma.
Oh! He's coming back to life! Bro! He's blowing up with every punch! He's nasty! Bruce Banner! Oh! Oh! He's cutting him off from the reality. I mean, from our dimension. Unlimited revives! It's his ghost. He cut him off from the reality! Science! Yeah! Yeah, that's right!
We did it.
Yes! 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 Bro, I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? It was looking shaky. The bullshit that they was giving that lizard, it was looking shaky. You know what I'm saying? I stayed strong, even though I thought it was over. We said Hulk. Bro, I forgot. But you know what? I should have known when the like in the anime they cut him off from this universe. Bruce Banner could figure it out too, bro. What? He made it with a box of scraps. Hey, the Hulk spit the bullet out, bro. Is all I'm saying. The Hulk, he spit the bullet out, man.
First up, power.
They just
Most
be tweaking.
versions of Godzilla can shrug off black holes and extinction level events, tag beyond light speed foes like Gigan, blow up planets. However, the Hulk is beyond that.
The big guy clapped a universe to bits and shook the infinite dimensions linked to the
Oh!
crossroads.
I missed that part. He shook the infinite dimensions. I missed that part, and somebody said that. Somebody said something about shaking the dimensions earlier. He shook the infinite dimensions? I missed that part. Who cares about him only holding down a star or whatever? Like, and Godzilla surviving a black hole. That is some beyond black hole shit. Come on, man. I missed it. I must have been reading chat.
In a straight fight with a classic Godzilla, 616 Hulk smashes the power advantage.
But factoring in Ultima changes things. The entity sees all of space-time and can manipulate its results at a whim. No matter how strong the Hulk got, Ultima could potentially negate it.
But Hulk broke chains made of the first firmament, which could overwhelm eternity.
An abstract concept of a being not entirely unlike Ultima's entity.
Even a small piece of the first firmament could
I
break
didn't
the
even consider that.
multiverse. Plus, Hulk kept up with Odin Force Thor, who is also on a celestial level of power.
So the gap in power becomes nebulous. Still, unless Hulk could remove Ultima from the equation, neither held a clear advantage in power and stats.
Especially when you look at their immortality.
This was practically a never-ending death loop. Even with their healing factors,
Yeah.
both could technically kill each other, but then just come right back.
The green door instantly appears when Hulk goes to the below place, and the higher dimensional entity could always summon a replacement Godzilla avatar. So both Hulk and Godzilla could not stay dead.
Unless they could somehow prevent what was happening in those other dimensions. So let's examine the layers of their multiverses. Marvel's cosmos has infinite higher dimensions, which themselves are transcended by the astral plane, the superflow, and so on until you reach the House of Ideas, the
What?
domain of the one above all.
Since the one below all mirrors the one above all, the below place mirrors the House of Ideas. Get it?
In comparison, the cosmos of Godzilla's multiverse is just as vast and infinite, but does not have the same sort of transcending layers above and below. This means the below place, the Hulk's respawn point and source of power, is out of the entity's reach.
So the real question is, if they both can't die and Ultima's entity can't affect the below place, could Hulk somehow stop the entity before it destroyed the universe?
It all comes down to Gamma and Archetype. Ultima was defeated in the anime by using a trans-temporal superdimension calculator operating at infinite speeds to activate the orthogonal diagonalizer, turning Archetype against itself.
Ultima endlessly spews this stuff,
Diagonalizer.
so there's plenty to work with. And Hulk can reach into comic book gutter space, so he should be able to reach through a singular point. But that's not enough.
Fortunately for Hulk, it just so happens he knows someone who, like scientists who have defeated Godzilla in the past, is an expert on particles from a greater dimension that
Haha.
mutate reality beyond our understanding.
Who made a device with those particles that breaks space-time, like the diagonalizer? Who made a supercomputer that scanned the infinite multiverse with the speed of a hypermind, like the dimension calculator? Hell, the guy made an interstellar radio out of sticks and stones in a matter of days, and even built an ultimate nullifier. It's like he was made for this.
The Green Door waits for no Hulk, including Banner. Even if Ultima's catastrophe destroyed the universe, the door could deposit Banner in a different universe and he could continue the fight.
He had all the time in the infinite multiverse.
There was only one way this could end, and only one person who could make it so.
Even among gods and monsters, man was the ultimate weapon.
The winner is Bruce Banner.
Hey,
Next
bro.
time on Death Battle.
T-Pain with the raid. Appreciate you. It came down to the mind, bro. They would have been scrapping forever. I gotta say, it came down to the mind. He's smarter than Godzilla, bro. I am an MCU only type nigga. In fact, I don't even think I've ever read any comic book. I don't even like talk about strength feats or nothing though. When it comes to comic book characters, I only talk about MCU versus other shit. And the MCU ones be watered down because, you know, you got to make a story. But bet it up though. I'm gonna see you on another day, if not Friday, because you know we stream every Friday night. Tomorrow, I'm probably gonna stream too because Destiny Rising comes out. It's looking like there's more features in Destiny Rising than in Destiny fucking 2. I will see y'all there, bro. Tune in tomorrow. It's part gacha and part looter shooter. Interesting, bro. I don't know. We're gonna see. I'm gonna catch y'all.